My name's Ian McFeron. This is Elisa Milner, and welcome to the City of Edmonds virtual summer concert series. Originally, we had planned to play these songs downtown in Edmonds at the Hazel Miller Plaza, but global pandemic had other plans for us. So here we are in our living room in West Mountain Lake Terrace, looking out over the park. We can actually see Edmonds. When the wind blows from the west, we can smell the Edmonds beachside, and sometimes we can hear the trains and the ferry boats. So we still feel very close to Edmonds, even though we're here in our living room. Before we start, we want to say a very big thanks to the Hazel Miller Foundation. They sponsor so many cultural events around this area, and they've been generous to sponsor this virtual summer concert series for us as well. So thanks to them. And with that, we're going to start in. This is the first song. It's called I'm Coming Home, about driving through the night to come back home to Seattle after a long tour away playing music. So, 1, 2, 3. I gotta keep my mind focused. I gotta keep my head strong, Lord. I gotta keep my grip. Singing to the radio song, it's 50 miles until I let this engine rest. 'Cause I've been 63 days on a highway running, thinking about my home. Lately I've been thinking I must be crazy, leaving a good woman there alone. Yeah, I'm coming home. Now I hope you're sleeping, probably curled up on one side of the bed. So I try not to wake you when I crawl beside you, when I lay those kisses on your neck. Well, the sun's climbing over the hillside now, and I'm glad to see the day. Who's in the market are buzzing downtown, they're throwing Sunday papers in the doorway. Yeah, I'm coming home. I'm feeling good now, just like a shot in the arm. I got my blood pumping warm again. But I know I've been awake for way too long. I'll probably sleep like the dead once I get to bed. Yeah, and I'll be coming home. I gotta keep my eyes focused now. I gotta keep my headlights pointing between the lines. Sailing on a radio song, sing me something that'll keep me safe tonight. 'Cause I've been 63 days on a highway running, thinking about my home. Lately I've been thinking I must be crazy, leaving a good woman there alone. Yeah, I'm coming home. I'm feeling good now, feeling good now. I'm coming home. I'm feeling good now, feeling good now. Yeah, I'm coming home. I'm feeling good now, feeling good now. I'm coming home. I'm feeling good now, feeling good. Yeah. All right. This next song is the title track off an album we did a couple years ago called Radio. We got to travel down to Nashville, Tennessee and record with a wonderful band down there. We're hoping to do that again this year. Hopefully release something either late this year or early next year. But this is a song called Radio. It's about, I wrote this one Labor Day weekend years ago. It's about kind of sitting in the golden hour and the golden days of summer, thinking back on the golden years of music, artists like Bob Dylan, Jackson Browne, Joni Mitchell, and anyway, it's a little shout out to all those great musicians, songwriters. 1, 2, 3. Everybody's leaving town now for the weekend, running to the mountains and the lakes, watching the shadows grow outside of my window. The sun's falling back out into space. Dark days are dragging, wasting time. The sky begins to burn. It's strange the things you know, some things you're never gonna learn. And I'm just sitting in the afterglow, listening to the radio play. Songs by Joni Mitchell, songs by Bobby and Ray. Downtown now to the city. The city's a ghost town in the summertime. Scattered bits of papers blow and riding like a tumbleweed rolls where streetlight halos begin to shine. It's time some kind of turning wheel. Sometimes it seems like time has been to kill, but baby, you're the only one that can make time stand still. So I'm just sitting in the afterglow, listening to the radio play that song. Songs by Otis Redding, songs by Neil Young. Move slow, cause it's a fact. Let it go, but you can't get it back. So show me something that's made to last. Little green flash and now it's gone. And I'm just sitting in the afterglow, listening to the radio play. Songs by Janis Joplin, songs by Marvin Gaye. Songs by the band and Van and Simon singing, slip, sliding away. Just listen to the radio play. So honey, play that song. Listen to the radio play. Come on, play that song. Listen to the radio play. Go on and play that song. Listen to the radio play. Just keep playing that song and play that song and play that song and play that song and play that song. Just listen to the radio play. Just listen to the radio play. Listen to the radio play. This next one's another one from the radio album. I wrote this in this room, actually, looking out over the park, over the hillside, at sunset, thinking about a friend of mine who had passed away. It's a song about the magic that exists in the everyday, even in those mundane things that we often take for granted. It's called A Song to the Night.
Roaring flames of sunset tear across the sky, burning up the shadows in the green fields, setting this whole world on fire. You just can't help but get used to it when it happens every day. Just like the night, silvery breezes blow through the holes in space. You ask me, are we living in a dream world? But it's so hard to say. Nothing ever seems real to me, girl, till it's slipping away. And even when I try to hold tight, the one thing I know, it falls into the night. It fades into the afterglow. And in my dreams I walked on oceans, but never seen your face. I lived 1,000 lifetimes, never met one who could stand in your place. All these philosophers and preachers punch wild at things you don't show. Well, I've been thinking about the night, thinking about the night that burns in the valley below. Oh, your sweetness is a virtue. You steal the trouble from my mind. So I've been trying to keep tight to you. I try to lay my heart on the line. Well, some days the dark hours linger long after the daylight shows. The day is like the night. The night plays like a Coltrane song. So Lord, help me to focus. Give these broken pieces shape. But not a tower to the heavens, just a piece of art for art's sake. I'll give you my whole heart to shatter, and my body to make new, to dissolve in the night, to sleep in sweet dreams of you, to dissolve in the night. Dissolve in the night, to sleep in sweet dreams of you, to dissolve in the night, to sleep in sweet dreams of you, to dissolve in the night, to sleep in sweet dreams of you.
There's another one off the radio album. This song is about good leadership. It's about people who do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. People who don't think about the consequences of doing the right thing. They follow their moral barometer and do what's right. It's a song called Moses.
Well, Moses, Moses, I've been thinking of you, moving through the empire in disguise. They slap you on the back, they try to claim you. They did not know the contents of your mind until you saw violence raining down on a stranger. Could not keep up the charade. You made a move and struck down that perpetrator. You killed a man in a fit of rage. So you have been a stranger, living in a foreign land. You have felt the hammer of the devil's heavy hand. wandering through the desert, sifting through the sand. Will you ever see the promised land? Now Moses, Moses, if you had more time to choose, would you have just kept living underground? Because judgment falls down heavy on those exposing truth. A truth that shatters the head that wears the crown. So you become a stranger, living in a foreign land. You will feel the hammer of the devil's heavy hand. Wandering through the desert, sifting through the sand. Will you ever see the promised land? How did you keep yourself together? Will it make you a better man? Will it only bring you trouble? Keeping your heart set on the promised land. Now Moses, Moses, I've been missing you. Seeing the rich man steal from the pockets of the poor. So tell me, will God send down another who is like you? Lead these broken, hungry men back out to war. We have become strangers, living in a foreign land. We have felt the hammer of the devil's heavy hand. Wandering through the desert, sifting through the sand. Will we ever see the promised land? Moses, 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 Moses.
Get my capo here for this next one. We've all been through a lot lately, and this song is about coming to the other side of those troubles. It's about waking up one morning, expecting rain and gloom, and realizing that the sun is finally trying to cut through those dark clouds. It's a song called Feeling Good. A one, a two, a one, two, three.
Good morning, baby, tell me, how do you feel with that sunlight dripping like honey down the windowsill? Well, I used to wake up feeling so sad and sick, and no drug I ever took ever did the trick. So maybe I should go knock on wood, because I used to feel bad, but now I feel so good. Ain't no more pain, my mind is clear as a bell. I must have thrown the lucky penny down the wishing well. Cause this change in the weather don't seem to match the season. But my papa said, son, don't look a gift horse in the teeth. Just thank the Lord, well, I guess that I should, because I used to feel bad, but now I feel so good. 40 days and 40 nights, nothing but pouring rain like a judgment from the sky. But now I'm sitting on this mountain top, and the sun is shining, looks like the rain has stopped. Nobody knows where it comes from or where it goes, and there might be more trouble coming down the road. But when the goodness finds you, you don't let it pass. You don't get caught kicking the tires when you ought to hit the gas. So I bust out on the highway just as fast as I could, because I used to feel bad, but now I feel so good. 3 dark days in the belly of a fish, driven deep beneath the waves, stuck down in the pit. Just when you couldn't take the the smell no more. He spits you out, you never been so happy to see the shore. It's hard to know what's good till the goodness is gone. It's hard to know what's right until it's gone wrong. So if you're lucky to find a way to get the good thing back, you're gonna love it twice over, you're gonna make it last. I don't pretend that it's understood, just that I used to feel bad, but now I feel so good. Pull me close, honey, hold my hand, smell the dew grass blow across the warm soft sand. I'm watching the sun as it's going down, but I ain't thinking about tomorrow until it comes around. 'Cause I spent too many years asking the good Lord why, watching the stars circle round that hole in the sky. Better loosen my grip and let that wildcat go, 'cause there are some things a mortal man is not meant to know. And I wouldn't change it even if I could, because I used to feel bad, but now I feel so good. You know I used to feel bad, but now I feel so good. Yeah. You know I used to feel bad, but now I feel so good. You know I used to feel bad, so bad, but now I feel so good. Feeling good, feeling good. You know I used to feel bad, but now I feel so good. You know I used to feel bad, but now I feel so good.
Well, sometimes in the midst of those hard stretches, you got to lean on those people that you have in your life, and those people that know how to pick you up. They know how to unlock those sort of tangled up feelings that have you twisted up in knots. And this song's about that. It's a love song called You and Me.
How do we know how far this will go when this falling feeling ends, so we can climb out again? And how much has even changed? Well, I can hardly tell. So why do I feel like the boy down in the well? I got no job, I've been out of work since May, it's November now. And I'm getting tired of watching the rain. I just need a change. I can't sit here all day drinking cold cups of coffee and watching the colors fade. So I take a walk. I walk over to your house, 'cause still, yeah, I'm losing it. Where you laugh and say, what has happened now? You just need to breathe, take a little time to think. Honey, you got to slow it down. 'Cause if you got no place to go, then why don't you stay a while? I put a fresh pot on the stove, put some sunshine in your melancholy eyes. 'Cause you and me, now we're gonna be alright. You took my hand, and we took a waltz around the lake, put our toes in the sand. You said just feel the wind against your face, 'cause how much can you change by worrying all day? Honey, you got to slow it down. 'Cause if you got no place to go, then why don't you stay a while, watch the wind blow through the trees, sit and listen to the chimes. 'Cause you and me, now we're gonna be alright. That's right. money, but she said, but you got time. But when we start with the love that's in your heart, you'll be alright. 'Cause if you got no place to go, then why don't you stay a while? We can sit and watch the birds, just listen to them harmonize. 'Cause you and me, we got something that's sweet. And you and me, we can get it for free. So if you got no place to be, then why don't you stay here with me? Well, you can just stay here with me. 'Cause you and me, now we're gonna be alright. Yeah, we're gonna be alright. Yeah, we're gonna be alright. That's right.
I need to grab a tambourine real quick.
All right. We're going to play one more song, and we're going to take a little break, which on the broadcast probably will seem very short. But this song here is called River of Time. This is another one off the radio album. And this is another one I wrote looking out over this park, watching a red-tailed hawk circle the sky. Actually, I'm going to read this story here. Yeah. When we put out the radio album, we created this little book that has stories about each song. At the time, we were traveling around, playing a lot of house concerts, and at the house concerts, we tell a lot of stories. And someone said, well, you should write some of these down. So I did, and here's one for this song. There's a red-tailed hawk that lives in the marshlands across the street from my house. We mostly see him in the wintertime, though our neighbor, who's an avid bird watcher, thinks he lives in the area year-round. He doesn't come around every day, which makes it that much more special when we look out and see him perched somewhere, usually on top of that gnarled old birch tree that looks like something out of a Dr. Seuss book. We named him Francis, after the Pope. We figured that, like the Pope, he lives by an exacting set of laws. Francis the hawk by the laws of nature, and Francis the Pope by the laws of religion. Both of these sets of laws are heavy and unwavering. They cut like sharpened steel, but they're nurturing as well, like a mother who provides for us when we're in need. Francis the hawk has no choice but to live faithfully by the laws of nature. Francis the Pope has made a hard choice to devote himself faithfully to the laws of religion. And the rest of us seem to float between these two worlds. Sometimes it seems like we don't belong in either one. So I was drinking my coffee one morning, and Elisa says, "Look, there's Francis." I set down my mug, and I walk to the window, and I pick up my binoculars, and I watch him. He's circling the sky in broad, sweeping motions, occasionally catching an updraft, occasionally pumping his thick, downy wings. He never beats them incessantly like the barn swallows do. He's never in a hurry. He's always cool. I got caught up with this bird, and I thought about the rhythm of his life, all the constraints of his existence that he navigates out of pure instinct. Constraints not entirely unlike the ones that I face, driven by competition for resource, the passage of time, and the inevitable spilling out into the broad ocean of some other world beyond this one, or so Pope Francis helps us to think. And I thought about Francis the hawk floating on the sky, shaping those breezes with his feathered wings, and I felt like I was floating along some ancient river whose waters came down from some mountaintop, so far away, so engulfed in mystery, that we don't even know if we believe it exists anymore. And I thought, this river's floating away into that broad, eternal ocean. I don't understand any of this at all. So I watched Francis, and I admired him, cut out against the clear blue sky.
red hawk outside my window. He don't worry, he just goes where the wind blows in me. I never try to fit in. Summer grass in a rolling field. This photograph just don't catch the way it feels, 'cause I don't stand still. All the colors change and the light fades all over again. River of time, I'm just floating like a leaf on a stream. I close my eyes, see the white clouds in the blue sky, wishing that I knew what it means. You said life is like a waltz through a dream, but what is dreaming? Young girl in a white church dress, laying out that red and white picnic spread next to me. Where does it run to when a moment disappears? On the river of time, I'm just floating like a leaf on a stream. Close my eyes, see the white clouds in the blue sky, wishing that I knew what it means. You said life is like a waltz to a dream, but what is dreaming? I wanna know how it feels to be unchained, how to walk on the wind. I wanna know where it comes from, where it goes to, how to disappear and come back again. I wanna know how it feels to be unchained, how to walk on the wind. I wanna know where it comes from, where it goes to, how to disappear and come back again. On a river of time, I'm just floating like a leaf on a stream. I close my eyes, see the white clouds in the blue sky, wishing that I knew what it means. You said life is like a waltz to a dream, but what is dreaming?
we're going to take a short break and come back with set 2 of the Edmonds Virtual Summer Concert Series, brought to you by the Hazel Miller Foundation. Thanks so much.